Hello and welcome to Broadcast Beat. Today we have a post-IBC show video with Janet Lafleur, Senior Product Marketing Manager at Quantum. How are you, Janet?
I'm doing great, Ryan.
Thanks so much for being with us. So what were the top technology trends that you saw at IBC?
Well, I think the hot thing everyone is talking about is the VR and AR because it's sexy, it's cool. And so the real question as to how it's going to move beyond gaming and architecture and into more creative opportunities and how people are going to capitalize on that. So that's been really fun. But of course, a little bit more immediate is how are people going to deal with the higher resolutions of 4K and HDR and all the new technology that goes with that, because there's a lot of changes that are going to have to go into your workflow to be able to accommodate that. What worked at HD is not going to necessarily work at 4K, and it's not going to work when you add the extra bits of HDR necessarily. So that's creating a lot of questions about how people are going to handle that.
All right, I'm real curious what Quantum talked about at IBC.
Well, what we were really most excited was to present Axelis, which is our new primary storage platform for the first time in Europe. And it offers a converged architecture, which lets you start small and scale indefinitely. It offers SAN and NAS right out of the box. And it also works well with our QXS storage, our hybrid storage, which combines solid-state drives and spinning disk, which is really great for animation workflows or any other kind of applications which needs high IOPS, not just streaming performance. And what we showed at IBC was a live demonstration of the two workflows side by side and sharing content between the color correction going on where they had 4 streams of 4K 16-bit running simultaneously, and at the same time there was a separate volume handling Autodesk Flame and doing live rendering. And the two were connected with a single Axelis so that the two teams could coordinate and share content.
Excellent. So what are the biggest challenges that you see the industry facing?
Well, the obvious biggest challenge is dealing with this higher quality content, the 4K, 8K, HDR, et cetera. It's not just a matter of adding storage capacity or increasing network bandwidth. It also may mean some rejiggering of the applications and the hardware you use to display these things. We've hit some of these things setting up some of our higher resolution demos where it wasn't just the StorNext side of things. It was other pieces in the flow that didn't work. So that's going to be a big challenge. The other big challenge is just how to, and it has nothing to do with technology, but the purchasing model. You know, this is the era of OTT and on demand, and the broadcasters are going to have to figure out how to make the money and what's going to really work for the consumer.
All right, so lastly, Janet, how is Quantum helping your customers face these challenges?
Well, it all comes back to the power of the StorNext platform. And for over 20 years, we've been selling StorNext into the media and entertainment. And it's not just by offering the really high performance, high speed disk. We also have the complete data management across the workflow. So we've have data management to an LTO tape libraries for your archive. And that was the traditional model. But now we also offer object storage, which offers an alternative for an archive. And it's really particularly good for monetizing content because it gives you that disk speed. And then we're also offering cloud services. So no matter what step you have in the workflow, you can pick and choose the right kind of storage for the right step. And at the same time, we also have a broad set of ecosystem partners so that no matter what workflow application you want to use, and we all know workflows are getting more and more complex, you can be assured it's going to work with StorNext.
All right, again, Janet Lafleur, Senior Product Marketing Manager at Quantum. It's always great chatting with you. We'll see you in the near future, Janet.
Thank you.